You know what, man?
What?
The drama of this movie is a little too much.
Yeah.
I feel like it needs a little bit more groove to it. There we go. Ex Machina! Alright, so Ex Machina is a new sci-fi cerebral thriller that stars Domhnall Gleeson, Oscar Isaac, and I forgot the girl's name.
It's a very foreign name.
Yeah, very foreign name. But basically, Domhnall Gleeson plays as this really advanced coder, and he gets selected at this contest by Oscar Isaac's character to conduct a Turing test on this artificial intelligence that he has built named Ava. And tests go smoothly and some things are revealed. Alrighty guys, so let's get into Ex Machina. Now, before I go to this movie, just know this. There's no action, there's no gunfights, no fistfights, well there kind of is, sort of at the end. This is a quiet, cerebral thriller that has a lot of dialogue. But, I loved it.
It's a simple film, as he would say, it's a simple film with layers. This is what I would call the prime example of a movie that doesn't need like fancy effects, fancy anything. No. All you need is a script, a great script with great writing and
amazing actors.
And yeah, now Austin and Lucas understand why Oscar Isaac is my favorite actor of this generation.
Yeah, this guy absolutely kills it in the movie, along with Domhnall Gleeson. The girl who played Ava also does every actor in this movie is breathtakingly great.
And seriously. Just to tell you, there's only 4 characters in the whole movie.
The main people are Oscar Isaac, Domhnall Gleeson, and this other girl who I can't remember her name. I'll put her name right here.
She's Asian.
Not that one. The one
Ava?
Ava, yeah.
Oh,
Ava's not Asian.
But no, but the other girl.
But the other one, yeah. The other one,
servant.
The tension, you can feel just building and building throughout it. Like, and you don't know who to trust. Well, of course you're on Domhnall Gleeson's side because he's the one who's not knowing what the hell is going on here. What director Alex Garland, by the way, his directorial debut and a fantastic job. Absolutely well done job, seriously.
And he also wrote it too, so this is what we would call an auteur director.
And just to tell you guys all of what he also wrote, he wrote 28 Days Later in Dredd. And Dredd is one of the most overlooked films I've ever seen.
The remake.
What I loved about the script was that it was such an intellectual script, but yet it was easy to understand somehow. Yeah, that's what I loved about it.
Yeah, I mean, the dialogue was very important because not only do you get to understand like the themes and everything behind it, you understand, okay, if I took the script right now, if it was just a blank, it was just a piece of paper, and I asked you to cover the person that's talking, and if I were to tell you that this is what the person's saying, and you have to tell me who's saying this, I can guarantee you, the characterizations were so good in it, you would be able to tell me who was talking without if I covered the name.
The soundtrack is
also... Oh my god, the sound editing in it was extremely good, especially when it got to the dramatic parts where you're like, holy shit! There are some very chilling moments in this, and some very funny ones.
Oh yeah, like this part. Imagine before the trilogy, if it was a sci-fi thriller without the romance.
Yeah, the one thing I will say is it's a modern version of a lot of the old sci-fi movies of the past, like 2001: A Space Odyssey, that took AI into its perspective of how it was in the 70s. This is our perspective of AI now,
and not to mention the cinematography. Gorgeous.
This is what I would call an art. This is indie cinematography at its best.
Like the establishing shots of all the mountainsides. Wow.
The forestry.
It was beautiful.
The trundling down the halls, especially when
another shot where you saw the clouds, the shadows of the clouds. That was breathtakingly beautiful. Seriously, whoever the DP was. Seriously, awesome.
Especially the parts where you're getting to see Ava and how she's observing everything and just trailing around everything. It just brings a sort of, and along with the music too, it's like moving art, so to speak. there are people out there, because I
yeah,
know
I can understand that. Like there are some people who won't quite get some parts of it, but I mean, this is just speaking me personally. I was able to understand it pretty.
It could be, the one thing I will say is it could be a headache to some people that don't understand science. They don't understand the concept of like intelligence, or art or anything like that. I mean, if it gets way too artistic for you, I can understand it.
I do understand that. And plus, I mean, I could see people maybe being bored with this movie. I can see that. I can really see that. Because there are some parts where I can see people going like, okay, speed it up. But honestly, I didn't feel that throughout the entire movie.
I mean, it's not,
I didn't feel it.
It doesn't have the spice that Furious 7 had. It's nothing like the fast action that we're all used to seeing. Like, everything has to be fast paced. This takes it a little bit slower. It takes its time getting to its point.
But you could feel the tension.
You can feel it.
Building throughout the entire thing, especially that the soundtrack helps elevate, the cinematography helps elevate everything. Again, guys, this is not your typical sci-fi action movie. This is a quiet thriller that involves a lot of dialogue in it. Alright guys, so overall, I absolutely loved Ex Machina. I could see some people maybe getting bored because it's not a typical sci-fi action film, because it is a quiet dialogue thriller. But speaking it for me, I absolutely loved it, and it's honestly my favorite films of the year. I give this a 5 out of 5. I didn't expect it to love it this much. There are some movies there are parts that absolutely shocked me. There are parts I didn't see absolutely coming. I found this to be honestly a very unpredictable script. It was just, I absolutely loved it.
I will go so far as to say this is my second favorite movie of the decade.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, Boyhood is always going to top my number one, because I thought nothing could beat that. But Ex Machina,
it was close.
It's close, but it's got, again, it's got those little missing elements. And I will give this a 4 out of 5, because that's what that's what I have heard a lot of people give it, and I thought that I was going to agree with them, and I did.
Also, I want to give a very special shout out. We went to go see this movie earlier today, and one of our biggest fans, he saw us. He's like, "I recognize you, dude." His name is Charlie, and just seeing him and seeing his reaction when he was taking a selfie
with Austin.
Yeah, he was taking a selfie with me. I'm telling you guys, meeting this guy has made me so much more appreciative that you guys are fans of us, or even of mine. Alrighty guys, so comment down, let me know below. What is your favorite artificial intelligence in a movie? I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. I'm also now on Periscope if you want to follow me on there.
Yes.
I also have a Patreon page if you want to donate, help me make even better videos, guys. All the links are in the description below. And until the next review, we'll see you guys next time.